I created Evolve during a time of deep turbulence, when life was asking for more of me, more truth, more devotion, more adherence to my rituals and my becoming. Was I really serious about my goals and who I wanted to be? It was a time of massive shakeup, where the old coping tools weren't working, and if I missed any of my practices, my whole day went up in flames. I had loud, permeating thoughts of inadequacy, of fear and confusion. Everything was being thrown at me at once. I was being backed into a corner and asked, "Do you want to talk about it? Or be about it? Do you want to say all of the right words and present yourself in a neat package? Or do you want to be free? Do you want to stay in this comfortable, small, limiting box? Or will you face the unknown to become something more? Do you trust life, or will you turn your back on yourself and what your soul is asking of you? Will you abandon yourself in the face of your shortcomings, your cowardice? Or will you become the phoenix and rise from the ashes of who you no longer are?" Evolve represents the maze of life, when we're too rooted in the material world and its tragedies and triumphs. When we need to recenter in ourselves, in our hearts, in truth, with a capital T. When we feel pulled in every which way. When we're allowing the turbulent waters to make us feel scattered and anxious, losing ourselves at sea. When we brace for impact, holding too tightly to our perceived identity and all that we've known ourselves to be, resisting the currents of life and the depth of the human experience we incarnated to learn from. The cycle of death and rebirth. Evolve is a wake-up call for when we're gripping onto control for safety, white-knuckling it, thinking that through force we can change the direction of the wind. Life is untamable, unknowable, and we are presented with a choice: trust the process or suffer. Continue to resist or trust that life will hold us, and everything that falls away, all that is swept away in the storm, is meant to go. It's like the Tower card in the tarot. All that is false, old, and obsolete must come crumbling down to reveal what's meant to remain. And what remains is what is aligned with where life is asking us to go, who we're being asked to become, that it's time for us to rebuild anew. In the moment of Evolve's conception, I was personally being asked a set of hard questions centering around, will you please others or choose yourself? When everyone is saying go left, do you have the courage to go right? Will you remember who you are and that you are everything, not bound by the happenings of the world? Will you bow on your hands and knees, subservient to people and their opinions, admiration and acceptance? Will you trust life? Will you trust yourself or choose resistance? And to learn this through pain instead, the thick green and black lines, filled with symbols and codes that snake themselves around the landscape in this piece, represent the complexity of life, our complex emotional landscapes, our personal and collective underworlds. The blue beings, if you notice their presence, scattered throughout the background, are the divine witnesses, our allies, our healed ancestors, all of creation, watching us, watching the scene play out, cheering us on, and providing encouragement, but also honoring our free will, testing us to see what we're made of, what we're ready to receive and manifest into our reality. A test of our courage, strength, remembrance, and devotion. In standing confidently in the center, with electric blue streams running down her trunk, is the tree of light, Noya Rao. She is the portal of manifestation, the bridge between the worlds here to cut through the illusion, the solid anchor in the storm, reminding us that the storm doesn't exist. It is only in our mind, that we are the storm and also the anchor. She's the one who asks, "Who are you now?" and demands a new answer. Demanding truth, she opens the portal to the higher realms, the realms of light, the central spiral drawing us into worlds beyond this one. The angelic realms of love, bliss, freedom, and joy. If only we dare to walk through the fire first, to purify ourselves of the illusions of the material world enough to live in those higher realms, not visit, but live there. We all say we want to learn our life lessons through love and joy, but do we have the courage to walk through the fire to make that a reality? To purify ourselves of all that we are not so we can become who we truly are? Do we have the courage to face ourselves and the darkest corners of our psyche? The thing is, this darkness is always there, even if we choose to run from it. If we run from it, it drives our ship. Some might say they don't want to think about that, or not today. But the way I see it now in my journey is that the more darkness we have the courage to face within ourselves, the less exists collectively. We've done a collective service, and that's like 1 point for the light on the interdimensional chalkboard. One less tyrant in the world. And what an honor it is to contribute to that. Every time we look our personal demons in the eyes, seeing them honestly for what they are, and return to love and compassion for ourselves, we gain a piece of our heart back. Our sovereignty and free will, our hope, our bliss. Only through that can we be pure-hearted enough to actually live within and embody the light we seek, instead of just having knowledge of the light or doing a performance wearing a love and light costume. This is true mastery. The codes and symbols in this piece are for bringing about rapid transformation and manifestation in one's life. More courage, more truth, more alignment, and the liberation that comes with it. The Noya Rao tree is the portal of manifestation, the bridge between worlds, the gatekeeper of the unseen. This piece is a portal to higher vibrational frequencies, healing, and remembrance of the truth beyond the chaos of this world, the realms of infinite possibilities. Meditating on the central spiral can bring about deep journeys and traveling into expanded states of consciousness for clarity and alignment on one's path forward.